Here's another fun little anti-nuclear comment. I've looked around his page for a while. He didn't mention cost. And B, he didn't account for nukes being used as a shabby effort to delay renewables and decarbonization by local politicians. So that's kind of a little novel twist on, being anti-nuclear, pointing out the cost. Now, I don't think cost is an anti-nuclear narrative because that is an issue. With all large constructions these days, they tend to be going over budget, and nuclear is no exception. Nuclear does have the problem that we haven't done it in so long. We haven't built large reactors in many, many decades, and so the first ones that we built, Vogtle in Georgia, it was over budget and over schedule. And that's kind of the price you pay when you have a really sophisticated technology that you used to be good at, but then you didn't do it for many decades. Now you decide you're going to do it again. Yeah, that's pretty tenuous to say that you expect it to be on time and on schedule. You'd like it to be, obviously, like with anything. But we just need to be in practice. We need to start building them regularly, and then that kind of thing is not expected anymore. In terms of what was that? The shabby effort to delay renewables and decarbonization by local politicians. Oh my goodness. The biggest problem with that is that nuclear really is the only truly environmental energy source. The only thing that's good about renewables is that there are no greenhouse gases. Now, you might say that that's all that you care about. That's fine. That is really important. You do have that with nuclear. But if you're going to do with solar and wind, it requires 10 times the materials, 10 to 15 times the materials. That means 10 times more mines, 10 times more factories, 10 times more milling, 10 times more waste. And then it's going to require something like 100 times more land for the footprint, not the land for the mines and not the land for the milling and the manufacturing, but the land for deployment. 100 times more just for the deployment, for the footprint. And then there's the waste afterwards. And then what about the batteries? All of that ignores the batteries or however you're going to store the energy. All of the land, all of the manufacturing. Nuclear is just the sustainable energy source that we've dreamt of. It's just so long, it's suffered from the stigma that it's evil and bad and dangerous and scary. When somebody truly believes that, whatever facts you're getting, give them, they're likely to interpret those facts to agree with their assumptions that nuclear is really bad and scary and risky, when the facts don't agree with that. It's one of the, I would say this is probably the largest, the most significant, underreported scientific misinformation in the public. And it's probably because many people in the media still adhere to those stigmas that nuclear is bad and evil and risky and so forth. And so that's probably why it could very well be the most underreported scientific misinformation that's common in the public. But I don't know if there's a survey that's been on that. So I hope that helped. I hope that was at least somewhat entertaining and you learned something. And so with that, please have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.